It's 3 a.m. Your room is silent. Your body is exhausted. But your brain is throwing a full-blown panic party. An embarrassing thing you said 5 years ago suddenly replays. A bill you can't pay starts screaming in your head. Out of nowhere, you're convinced something is wrong with your heart. Why does your brain wait until you're the most exhausted, the most defenseless, to attack you the hardest? The answer is not bad luck. It's not just anxiety. It's a 200,000-year-old survival system. And tonight, I'm going to show you exactly how it's hijacking your brain and how to shut it down. Stick around till the end, because the last trick I'll show you is the one therapists don't usually tell you about. Here's the first weird fact. This almost never happens at 3 p.m. It happens at 3 a.m. Why? During the day, your brain is busy. It's juggling conversations, traffic, deadlines, notifications. All of that noise acts like a wall. It blocks your deeper fears from surfacing. But at night, that wall disappears. No distractions, no tasks. Just you, lying still, in the dark. And your brain interprets still and dark as something very specific. Vulnerability. For most of human history, lying awake at night, alone, in silence, meant one thing. You were exposed to predators. No fire, no group, no defense. Your ancestors who survived were the ones whose brains used that quiet time to scan for danger, obsessively, repeatedly, until something felt resolved. You inherited that exact brain. It doesn't know the year is 2026. It doesn't know you're safe in a locked room. It just knows. It's dark, it's quiet, and nothing is happening. That must mean something is wrong. So it goes looking. And because there's no actual lion in your room, it grabs whatever unresolved threat it can find. An awkward memory, a financial fear, a relationship doubt, and treats it like a 5-alarm fire. Now here's where it gets even more interesting, because this isn't just psychological, it's chemical. And the timing is almost too perfect to be a coincidence. Your body runs on something called the cortisol awakening response. Cortisol is your main stress hormone, and your body is designed to start raising it in the early hours of the morning, usually starting around 3 to 4 a.m., to prepare you to wake up and become alert. That's a completely normal, healthy process for most people, but if you're already carrying unresolved stress, work pressure, money worry, relationship tension, that natural cortisol rise doesn't just wake your body gently, it slams into an already anxious nervous system, and the result feels like a switch flipping. One moment you're asleep, the next you're wide awake with your heart pounding and your thoughts racing. This is why so many people say the exact same thing. I was fine when I fell asleep, but I woke up at 3 a.m. and suddenly couldn't stop spiraling. It's not random. It's your biology's wake-up chemical, colliding with stress your brain never finished processing. So why, out of every memory you have, does your brain dig up the most embarrassing, the most painful, the most anxiety-inducing ones specifically? This comes down to something psychologists call negativity bias. Your brain is built to remember threats far more vividly than it remembers safety, because across evolution, forgetting a threat could get you killed. But forgetting something pleasant just meant a missed opportunity. So your brain built a permanent highlight reel of every moment that felt like danger, every embarrassment, every failure, every fear. During the day, this reel stays buried under distraction. At 3 a.m., with nothing else competing for attention, that highlight reel plays on loop. And your brain treats every memory on it as if it's happening right now, not 5 years ago. This is also why logic doesn't work in the moment. You can tell yourself that embarrassing thing doesn't matter anymore, but your amygdala, the brain's alarm center, doesn't process time the way your rational brain does. To the amygdala, an old threat and a current threat can feel identical. Here's the part almost nobody explains properly. Why does 3 a.m. anxiety feel physical? Racing heart, tight chest, shallow breathing, even nausea. This goes back to the same fight-or-flight system, but at night it has a brutal advantage. You're lying down still, with nothing to physically release the stress response. During the day, if you're anxious, you might walk, talk, type, pace. Your body has an outlet. At 3 a.m., your body pumps out adrenaline and cortisol, but you're frozen under a blanket. There's no movement to burn it off. So that energy just sits in your body, amplifying every sensation. Your heartbeat feels louder, your breathing feels tighter, your thoughts feel faster. Because there's nowhere for that survival energy to go. This is also why people sometimes mistake 3 a.m. panic for a heart problem. It's not your heart failing. It's stress hormones with nowhere to discharge. You've probably tried the obvious solution. Just stop thinking about it. And it never works. Here's why. When your brain perceives a threat, even an imagined one, like an old memory, it doesn't want you to ignore it. Ignoring a threat is exactly what an ancient brain is designed to prevent, because ignoring threats is how your ancestors got eaten. So the more you try to push the thought away, the more your brain's alarm system insists. No, pay attention to this, it's important. This is called the rebound effect, and it's the same reason don't think about a pink elephant makes you instantly think about a pink elephant. Fighting the thought is fuel. The brain interprets your resistance as confirmation that the threat is real and worth more attention, not less. So if fighting it makes it worse, what actually breaks the cycle? The answer isn't to suppress the thought. It's to change what your brain is responding to. 3 things work because they directly target the systems we just talked about. First, physical discharge. Since your body is holding stress energy with nowhere to go, even small movement helps. Sitting up, stretching, slow controlled breathing where your exhale is longer than your inhale. This signals to your nervous system that the danger has passed, because in nature, calm breathing only happens when you're no longer being chased. Second, naming it instead of fighting it. Simply saying to yourself, even silently, "This is my brain's ancient alarm system misfiring, not an actual emergency," pulls activity away from the panicking amygdala and back toward your rational prefrontal cortex. You're not arguing with the fear. You're labeling it, which is proven to lower its intensity. Third, giving your brain a resolution, not a distraction. Your brain isn't looking for you to forget the problem. It's looking for closure. Keeping a notepad by your bed and writing down the exact worry, even one sentence, tells your brain, "This has been recorded, you can stop guarding it now." This is why so many people fall back asleep right after writing the thought down. The brain's job was simply to make sure the thought didn't get lost, not to solve it at 3 a.m. So the next time it's 3 a.m. and your brain decides to replay every mistake you've ever made, remember, this isn't you breaking down. This is a 200,000-year-old survival machine doing exactly what kept your ancestors alive, just pointed at the wrong target. You're not broken. You're just running ancient software in a modern world. If this helped you understand your own 3 a.m. brain a little better, hit subscribe. Because next time, we're breaking down why your brain remembers awkward moments from a decade ago, but forgets where you left your keys 5 minutes ago.